Well, last night I did go get that pallet wood, and I got some of the nicest, finest looking wood that I have yet seen. It's really hard to show you while it's down here in the truck, but look at these pallets, how clean these are right here. These are the cleanest pallets I've ever gotten. And look at this red, really pretty red wood. Really nice clean pallets. I think these were built, loaded, and used once. All of this wood here was put together for one-time use around a basically these are lawnmowers. Most of them were the zero-turn mowers that I saw him unloading actually yesterday. But see, this wood is very, very nice wood. Look at the coloring in that. This is really pretty stuff. This is so nice looking. I'm actually thinking about using this stuff for my interior walls. Definitely, if nothing else, for my cabinets, because these are really nice. And look at the pattern of the wood grain on this. This wood here is really good wood. Some of it's got a little bit dirty, but it's got a rough side and a smooth side. But I can plane it and take the nicer side. But I've got to unload this because I just picked up a wagon, or I just paid for a wagon for $5. It's going to help me haul lumber around the yard. So I'll show you some of this later. I'll be breaking this down most likely today and sort it so that I can get it out of the weather and put it under the carport till I'm ready to use it for my house. I'm painting an old wood stove. Actually, this is a coal oven that I got a couple weeks ago. I got this in my runnings to and fro, and I'm painting it. I've got the cover plates here. This is an old dandy coal oven from January 8th, 1928. It's pretty cool. It says fill stove with coal up to this cover. Use chestnut size. It's a dandy number 395, and I'm using some Rust-Oleum high heat. I'm painting it, and then I'm going to put it up for sale on Craigslist, see if I can get something for it. So that's one of my jobs here I'm working on. It's a thick-walled, heavy-duty coal oven. And everything works. It's all intact and it all works fine. So that's a beauty. Really thick. There's how you turn the grates. That all works. It's quite amazing, actually. So that's up for sale pretty soon. By the end of the day, that'll be up for sale when I finish painting it. And I've got my pallets. I'm going to show you this when I start going through these. I've got my pallets over here stacked up in pieces that I threw off the truck, and I want to show you some of the wood. Well, it doesn't show up it's hard to show the colors on the camera with the sun shining on it. There's some amazing colors in this wood. So I'll be sorting all this out here, getting the figuring out what's going to be used in the house and what's going to be burning wood. Now, there's been a lot of comments about me getting firewood. Well, most of this stuff here, the side pieces, the end pieces, that's all mostly oak. And that's good burning wood right there. So I'm going to be stacking that up for firewood. Also, there's a lot of broken up, splintered, shattered little pieces that is all going to be used for kindling. So I'll have a big pile of that as well. The only problem is trying to keep the ants out of it. And all these end pieces here, that's good fire start material. So I'm going to go get my wagon that I picked up today, and I'll show you that in a minute, and start loading that up and hauling it off to stack it. How's that for $5? This is the ultimate best out here. Look at the ground clearance on that thing. This is great for out here for hauling wood. So stuff like this, which is going in for firewood, is going in there. That's a nice sized wagon. These things sell for well over $100, and I got this for $5 today. The back opens up, the front opens up, so you can haul longer pieces of wood. And somehow the guy said it all folds over in half. It hinges and folds up in half in the middle for transportation, which I'll never do probably. I'm gonna probably give this a nice paint job because it's sort of rough in places. But what a deal for $5. This is great. This is really nice. So I'm going to be putting this to use out here in the off-grid homestead, hauling wood out of the forest. This is perfect. So that's an awesome find right there. So I'm going to start sorting this wood out, and when I get a little bit sorted, I'm going to show you what I got and what I'm talking about for some of the colors and the patterns, the wood grains of some of this pallet wood here. I don't want to bore you, so there won't be much video of this, but I got my saw. I've got a big heavy hammer, see that? And what I'm doing is, as I beat these apart, the broken pieces get cut up, tossed into the wagon, and the nicer pieces are going over here. See, I might have some shelving with exposed framing like this. That's just a really neat looking knob in that wood. Look at the colors and the pattern in that wood right there. It's just pretty. So some of this wood is really pretty. So that'll be good framing material for shelving that I'll have exposed. Here, look at the color in this. I really hope this shows up on the camera. That's just really pretty colors and patterns in this wood. That's a good piece for paneling. That's a perfect, look at the size of that and everything. That's a perfect piece for paneling inside. Look at the colors on that. I think that's the side I would want to show. That's even prettier. Again, I really hope the camera does it justice. Look at the grain and the colors. That's just a beautiful piece of wood right there. So that, I'm going to take the nails out and put aside for paneling. That goes over here for later processing. But there's even better pieces. So some of my rooms, these are pine. So some of my rooms will be paneled with pine boards. And there's a whole mess of it, and there's a lot more where that came from. Every time I go, he gets more. So, well, every couple weeks I should say. Look at the colors in that piece right there. That is just so pretty. Just look at the pattern in there. That's going to be pretty on the wall. So I'll have enough here, and in that color there. Don't know how well it shows. And here's a bunch of them to be taken apart yet. Some of these will have to be heavily sanded or planed. But yeah, keep going. Eventually I'll have my construction materials for my tiny house on wheels by stripping out all these really beautiful pallets. I'll get it. And then I was looking at the oak planks for flooring. That's really nice looking flooring when you plane them and put them down, cracks and all, the way that I showed on that one link. If you guys saw it, a lot of you guys saw that link I put up there on my webpage, or on the comments of the video. So I'm going to sort a bunch of these out, and then I'll show you some of the prettier pieces of wood that I have. It's a really nice haul here. Got myself a bigger hammer, as was advised. I think I might have mentioned that earlier, but it's working well. And then as I go, I take the pieces. I don't know if you can see. As I go along, I chop the pieces. Perfect kindling sizes. Just watch for nails. Cut between them. Getting quite a nice pile here. Now these ones here are a little bit complicated to separate because of how it's nailed in an angle. So I've been attempting to pry them apart with a claw hammer, because this will make perfect paneling for inside my house. Because it's a corner piece, it's a bit awkward. Oh, there it is. Another piece to cut up for burning. So I'm already putting my wagon to use on the first day. Filling it up with kindling wood. Good burning wood. I have quite an operation going on today. That's kindling. Actually, some of this is some pretty fine wood. I might make some coasters out of a few pieces of these. Some of the prettier ones. If I find some with some good colors and patterns on them, I might pick through here a little bit. This is some thicker stuff that I gotta cut up yet with a bigger saw. Here I've got all of my paneling pieces. This will be paneling for inside my house. Hopefully I can continue getting a bunch of these as the season runs on and get enough to finish the inside of my house. I still got these big ones to take apart, but the day is getting on here and it's not waiting on me. But I got all that pile that was here done. Now I'm over here at the workbench taking out nails and staples. Now this is tedious work here. Actually this one is warped beyond belief. I'm not even sure if I can use that one. That might be beautiful coasters. Look at that color in that wood. That'd be really pretty for coasters. So I think what I'll do is just zip it here on either side of that staple on this one. Put him aside. Let me get another one. This one's relatively easy. It's just got some nails in it. Actually, that one wants to fall out. The nails are easy. Now, for the bent boys, I just got a big pair of pliers. I'm also going to show you another technique I'm using out here when you get to staples. An easier way to pull staples out of your pallet wood. Oops, like that. That one's in a knot, that's why. Oh, I love that smell. Ah, sweet smell of pine. Now there, oh, that's pretty. Look at the pattern in this. Look at the color in that. Does that show up very well? That's just so nice. That's gonna look good on my wall. Actually, the funny thing is, these lower grade pieces of wood are prettier than some of the stuff they sell in the store. Now, I've got a bunch of staples here. Let me see, can you see what I'm doing very well? Yeah, I think so. Let me zoom in on the work surface here, because I have found a better way to pull staples out of these boards. That's a mess of staples there. And they were giving me trouble for a while. So, because the staples are so flimsy, I just take a pair of pliers and hold it straight while I pound one end of each staple out. Just one end. You don't have to pound it all out, just one end. And the pliers help keep that thing from bending. Give you a good downward pressure on that staple. I don't know what's what here, I'm just going to pound a bunch. But that pliers, see, gives you good pounding skills or ability on that staple. Otherwise, it bends all over the place. And then, flip it over without wrecking my workbench here. Got to get the screwdriver under there. This is awkward because I'm trying to do this without blocking the camera. Oops. Alright, I'm going to get clamps because I'm trying to do this without blocking the camera and it's not possible. Let me pause the camera here. Alright, now I've got it clamped. A little bit more like having a helping hand here. Now I can do my work here, not worry about it so bad. Yeah, it's better. Now, get under that staple with a screwdriver. A good sturdy screwdriver. Pry that thing out of that wood. Oh, where'd that go? I don't like losing staples out here where I drive sometimes. It's of course better done in a workshop environment where you can pick up the staples after you're done if you lose one. There you go. Easy way to get staples out of your pallet wood if you do have some that are stapled. Here I've got a mess of staples in the middle of this. Same deal. Turn this around. Helps to have a clamp as well then. Helping hand. Knock them down. Nice and straight. If they're already bent, you can straighten them out a bit. Look at that, nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Pound them right out straight. Turn it over. Clamp it down. pull those guys out. Now your screwdriver is going to leave some marks. You could put a board underneath if you want, but I'm going to plane these anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. And just keep on going, right on down the line. If they're bent over, straighten them out. Doesn't have to be perfect. Hold it up near the top. Give it a tap. Hold it up near the top some. Give it a tap. Flip it over. Pry them out. Nice and easy. I know it's not common to have the staples in pallets like this. Most of them are screws and nails, but this will work with flimsy nails as well. And it'll do a good job, just the same with nails. So it sure is easier than struggling and fighting and messing around trying to, if you try to bend them like this, forget, I'm not even going to demonstrate, it's too annoying. It's just too annoying to try to do that without the pliers. Some little staples in there. Those were for labels of some kind. Another reason the pliers are good, if you get a little staple stuck, you do not want that metal in your wood when you plane it. It would be bad. And there is some stuck in there, so that's a spot I'm either going to have to, I'll probably cut that off, because I'm going to cut that off in a minute here, because I can't hit that with a planer. That's dangerous. And those little pieces of metal broke off inside. But other than that, I got myself a whole board now. Ready to go. Good time to demonstrate. There's also the occasional staple that breaks off in the wood. So you got no choice but to use the pliers and roll it out. Get a grip on the bottom and roll the pliers and roll that staple out of there. This one won't come out at all either, so I might as well roll him out. Roll it right out of there. That one's really not wanting to come out. And there it is, roll it about. That's for the tough ones. Now the other side of that broken one, same thing. Oh, no wonder he didn't come out. He was bent badly. I didn't see that. He'll come out now. There it is. Keep on cleaning the pallet wood. Making myself a nice stack of paneling for my tiny home. One thing I can tell you, if you're going to work on pallet wood, stripping it down for household use, it's a tedious process. Right there, I've got enough wood for about a 4 foot wide by 4 foot high section of wall. So that's a 4 by 4 section of wall. That's it takes a lot of wood to do this. And I've been working about 3 hours breaking this down. Of course, this was stapled and stuff. This was severe. And I was cutting wood and pulling nails. Now, pulling the nails takes a lot of work. Seriously, I see now why tiny homes made from recycled materials takes a long time. It's a lot of work. It is a very lot of work. And if I wasn't doing this full time, this basically is my job, I would be doing this for a year to get enough wood to do my house with. Not to mention the fact that it takes forever to save up enough pallets to do so. So it's quite a job. Running out of daylight, I'm going to knock out a few more nails and that'll be it for today. Well, now I've got enough wood to probably do a 4 foot by 8 foot section of wall in my tiny house. Or flooring, either way you want to look at it. And it's getting dark, but I'm going to keep on going until I can't see. And let me see, a 4 by 8 strip would be 1/6 of one wall. So it's 1/12 of my home paneling is sitting right there. That's not too bad. I think you could knock out in a whole day. If you weren't doing this type of stuff with the nails and the staples combined, which is a nightmare, and you were doing just standard pallets, I think in a day you could get enough to either do the floor or paneling in your tiny house. So it's doable. It's definitely possible. Well, it's 8:30. I'm just wrapping it up. Look at this. We got a beautiful clear night. That camera can't focus on that, sadly. Perfect crescent moon. Actually, it is a little hazy. I can't focus on it myself. Clear, perfectly clear sky. Not a cloud in the sky. So we never did get that rain that was threatened for today. It actually cleared right up. Look at that. Nothing in the sky. Nothing. Well, you won't see a thing over here probably. I can see it on the display clearly, but I knocked out almost a whole pile of pallet wood that I had broken apart. I've only got, what do I got, four long pieces left. I knocked over the bucket that I had it on, and so I threw everything over on top of the tiny house frame, and I've got stacks of lumber laying here. This is siding and flooring for my tiny house. So, not bad. I think now, with what I've done, I've probably got a 4 foot by 8 foot section ready. So it's alright for a couple hours of work. I can live with that.